All right, this should be working. Let me pull up the YouTubes. I'll do it on the screen. And we will go to channel and whatever else. Cool, live now. Let's see if I can go to the dashboard and give it a check that it's actually live. It's the old video, live streaming, dashboard. Perfect. Let's give it a listen. Okay, everything sounds good. Jesus, what is that thumbnail? It's disgusting. Dang YouTube. Anyways. Alright, so I shall throw this back on the other screen. Actually, we'd have to check the post actually posted. The post. Posts. And perfect, that is posted. All right, throw this back on the other screen and we can actually start working. Yay, that's what we all want to do, right? Cool. So where did we leave off last time? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So I shall fail to open Safari, and let's make sure our server is actually running. I'm in the right. I have to do the npm run dev. So last time, from what I remember, we started by importing data from the old website, which the old website I built, which is so Washington, which is this one. Excuse me, goodness, which is this one. We basically pulled all the old code that we could, including that connected to the real-time Firebase database, and we pulled like all the view code that kind of loaded all the stuff in and created a table. And we pulled some of the routing codes so we can eventually implement something like this if we want really easily, instead of doing it from scratch. So where we left off last time, and we had about this much so far. It doesn't look like much, but when you consider that it's also, not Facebook, Fire. Oh goodness, Fire. There we go. Third time's the charm. When you consider this is actually hooked up to a Firebase database, it becomes a little bit more impressive, hopefully, I would hope. Hopefully I would hope, hopefully I would assume. Goodness, I'm on point today. En point, as the French say. Cool, so yeah, so the current magic is that if I go and put this kind of side by side here, you'll see that I can actually modify this and it updates real time. So that's like the main goal. It's the main thing we got working yesterday, which is nice. Now today what we're gonna do. So our goals for today are build more of like a scaffold here. I want to get images working properly. And then we also have to, I'll just write these down. So goals for today, we'll get images working. We might even start, we gotta flush real data into Firebase because we actually have the real RSO names and descriptions, which I should be able to write a quick script to do that. That's gonna be interesting. We should probably start with a like scaffold. What do we want to scaffold? We want to get like a basic design working for the homepage. So basically, the goal for the RSO website, right, is not just to have like a big list of RSOs, because that's not very helpful. We want to be able to like explore what we want. So it'd be cool if we had like a little, maybe a panel on the side that would have like, you know, what are you interested in? You could pick like technology or learning or leadership or skills that you have or are looking for, and it would probably it would figure out what's best for you from kind of that list, which would be ideal. So yeah, scaffold the homepage, which by extension requires filters, and then what else do we need to do? I think it's a lot for today. We'll try to get all that done, and we'll come up with more things if we deem them necessary. What is also necessary is I should also plug in my computer first this time, instead of doing it like 30 minutes into the stream, because that would be bad if I just ran out of battery, I would hope. Let's just plug that in there. Let's hope it don't bump the microphone. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. So let's get started. So get image is working. I kind of want to start by doing a little bit of the flush data first. That would be a little, hey, people are watching. Cool. Hello. So yeah, I'm actually going to start setting up the flushing into the database because it just seems like it'd be more useful and it's more interesting to watch maybe than getting images. So I am actually going to grab the CSV file from my messenger chat on another window in case I don't show my personal chats. That truck was really loud, Jesus. I think I was sent the CSV file. I do not see it anywhere. Interesting. Okay, guess we can't do that now. Can I have the CSV? How was it sent? If so, I can't find it. Lol. Okay, let's start with images. So last time I did a little bit of research and I found that we can either store the images as like base 64 elements in the database, like it's just entries, raw string entries, and then we could just kind of check yo Facebook. I am. Oh, did he send it to me personally? It's probably why. I do not see it. I'm scrolling, man. I'm scrolling a lot. I don't see it. I don't see the CSV. I don't in your DM. Okay, let's just get started. Goodness, I cannot start today. So let's start with the images. Last time I did some research on it and we could either store them as base 64 strings in the database or we can use Firebase storage. They're pretty small images, I think, so I think we can get away with doing the base 64, except I have absolutely no idea how to do that. So it's going to be a learning experience for us all. Right, how do we do that? So first we need some images. I'm just going to look up, why don't we just get the ones they're actually using? RSO, directory, UW. So we have vaguely correct data. We're also going to have to like add some sort of like restriction for the thing so the images actually, you know, make sense. All right, so RSO directory, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to the stupid broken link. So these images are really small. That's going to be, oh no, they're big. Okay, oh goodness. Let's find out how big these images are so we can actually get a sense of how we want to store them. This one says 89 kilobytes. I think we have to use Firebase storage just to be safe. Or I can just pull them from URLs. And let's use Firebase storage. Let's use Firebase storage. Let's try something new together. So how do we do it? Storage. Store and retrieve user-generated files without server-side code. Absolutely beautiful. I do not care. We get all rights. Cool, no files. So let's upload some files. Let us rip some of these pictures. So here's this one. We'll just use Lux because I'm in that club. And so it's not horrible if I put their thing in, right? Oh, great. I can't drag and drop. And the page crashed. This is going great so far. Let us... Oh, it took me back here. Why? Upload file. Wow, I have to save them all manually. Goodness, this can be fun. Let's do that one. Let's do... let's grab a different one to use. 13 Club. Oof, I'm sorry, but that logo needs some work. It looks like it was literally done in MS Paint. That's actually hilarious. Okay, I support that logo. What else? Wow, there's a lot of ones here. Let's do Active Minds. Cool. And then we need one more. This one looks pretty cool. Awesome. So interestingly, if you notice, these don't all have the same aspect ratio just by looking at the thumbnails. So we would probably require each RSO to each RSO to upload their images with a thing, right? They'd have to be like, oh, your image has to be 4x3 or 500 by 500, like whatever thing they want. Actually, I will be right back. I have to take care of something real quick. I hath returned. Where are we? Right. So, yeah, we should probably require each RSO to upload one of the specific aspect ratio and like restrict the image size that way. And for now, we can just kind of squeeze them in, like just crop them out or whatever else that requires. I think I want to give these better names if I can. Can I not change the names? Wow, interesting. Cool, I guess I can't do that. We will... Okay, let's look up how to do this. So the file is... So we have a specific download URL we can use. It's probably best to get like a reference to it like we did with the database and then kind of go from there. So this will be like a to-do list and we'll throw that over there. Cool. Oh, there's some other stuff in here. All right, so where do we want to do this? We want to grab this image data in our view instance here in the table because we want to put these in the table, right? So if we just kind of, go to our home component, this is where we're actually generating the table. We'll get rid of the boilerplate code from before. So this is where we're actually generating the code in the table, or generating the table. We have a logo, name, description, and we still need a logo here. So we'll do like logo, and that looks like that. So we'll do like rso.logo, and then we need to define a logo parameter in here. The problem is that this is kind of outside the realm of the database, so we probably want like a separate data structure to store all our logos, if that works that way. Let's see. So Firebase, storage, view. Oh, cool. There's already a tutorial for it. Oh, I have a free account apparently. Interesting. Let's see if it works this time. I tried it before. It didn't work. Don't know why. Oh, cool. So, oh, we need to add the storage bucket. Okay, I can do that. So I think that's the thing that they want. It's probably, they probably inserted it in the project overview. Nope, I can't see that anymore. Okay, we'll just copy theirs and then we'll modify it. Oh no, it's already there. Perfect. Blah, blah, blah. And then obtain the reference to the folder so you can modify it regarding bucket reference creation. Okay. But it said we didn't need a bucket or we couldn't use a bucket. Okay. So where's our home? So we'll need so we have Firebase. So the problem is we're using view fuse. What is view fuse? I forgot. Oh, that's the fuzzy searching stuff. We don't need that yet. We'll keep it there. So we're using view fire actually in our DB, if I remember correctly. We're not. Am I just not using it? Huh. I guess it just kind of works automatically. That's nice. Cool, so we need to somehow get the images. So we will do like, let's just like do this up here. So we'll just copy their code to the storage. Equals Firebase. And since we're using ES6, we don't need semicolons because we're not cavemen. And then we'll just create ref directly because that's how we roll. You create a reference to a location lower in the tree. I don't think we need to do that. We don't need to navigate. We don't need to do that. There's Darcities in their repo. So what's the file name? We don't want to specify the file name, right? We just want to get all of the files. So let's go to download files. You can create a reference by appending child paths to the storage root, or you can create a reference from an existing URL object. Doesn't seem that intuitive. I should be able to just loop through all of them, right? Firebase storage, get all images. There's no API. So let's just look at this person's source code. Oh boy, they're using promises. Say a post, new post key, and then how are they doing the images? So they probably, oh, I see. So they have like a identifier, and they put that identifier for each corresponding entry in the database. Okay, I see. So let's head over to the database. Well, we have to rename these files on our computer before we can upload them. So these would be like the name. We need to have like a third property. We need to have like a UID or whatever for each of these. So this could be like, just for now, like 0, 1, 2, 3. Wow, they're not even the same file type. Okay, we'll fix that. Let's make them all PNGs because I hate compression. You can upload all the images and get those URLs from the storage. No, because there's no way to actually get all the URLs from storage, apparently. You have to just download them individually. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to put a I'm going to put like a data value in here. So I'll put like a, you know, image tag, and I'll have like some value in here. So in this case, I'll just do integers. And then we'll work from there. It's like we'll have a different one. This one will be like another RSO. So the name will be like test, and then description will be like whatever. And then image tag here is just gonna be 1, right? And so then I will name each of these 0, 1, 2, 3, and then I can just I can like loop through all of them using the database binding, and then kind of pull them all individually from the storage. I think that will work. And if it's inefficient, we'll figure it out. So now that we have a way to refer to it, we need to, oh no, that doesn't work. It's harder than I thought. So let's do it one by one. So let's just try pulling down one image. Well, first we gotta convert these and upload them. So let's convert these to PNGs. Save, export, there we go. We'll do as a PNG. And then we'll do this one as a PNG as well. Cool, so we have these, and for some reason it's hiding the extension on those. There we go. So let's upload these to storage. See what happens. Well, first we gotta delete these. Sure you want to delete? Absolutely. Like this interesting UX. This is upload file, but it supports uploading multiple files. Well, at least it sorted them. Cool. So now I think we can just do what they want, which is here. Well, that's the reference. Hold that one. You're on a storage reference. It needs the. Oh, I see. Why is this frustrating? I think I need a promise library to do this. I don't know if JavaScript can do this by default. What's the name of that promise library? Axios. We might have to use this. Oh, it's for Node. Oh, for browser and for Node. We might have to use this. Let's see. This is new territory for me. So it looks like we need to get a reference to the direct thing. So var first image ref, and then we'll give it then we can just do 1.png, because we're not storing our thing within like within a bucket, I don't think, so we don't have to worry about that. And then next, is to get the download URL. So first image ref dot get download. Then I don't know if I can do this. We'll try it. Insert your ultimate image tag to download. Oh goodness, we're not worrying about that, right? Okay, we do need Axios, because we're not doing it like the traditional JavaScript way. So we'll do it like this. No, that works. That works. We'll do that. Okay, and then print error.code or console.log error.code. Cool. And then now that we have received the URL, we can save it in like another property, just as like an example. So we'll do like, I think I have to do it in here. So I could do like var image URL. That'll just be a string. Yikes, that's not how that works. Cool. So I swear I have to put a comma there, but it doesn't like that at all. Or you have to do it inside of the return. Probably. It doesn't like that either. How did I do it in the other project? Here. Yikes, it's not what I called it? Oh, that's why. Source, components, spells. Yeah, so I just put it in the return for data. Okay, I see. Like that. That seems messier. That seems a lot messier, but I mean, whatever works. Cool. Don't even have the page open. Already getting some nice errors. It doesn't like this, how I did this, but that's fine. Self dot, or is it this? Dot image URL equal URL. Cool. Unexpected token. Yikes, I don't think I did this right. First image ref dot, oh, because theirs is different. Download URL, then function URL, image URL, close, catch, function error. I think because I'm using ES6, it's not happy, because I don't think the ES6 syntax is that. Let's just get rid of the catch statement. Who needs to test for errors? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Oh. Yay, okay. It didn't absolutely break. Now we just need to check that that's actually working. So I already mistyped this. And then we'll console.log test just to make sure that this is even running at all. Let's put that there. Let's go to console. Oof, failed to load a resource. Server responded with 403. And then object, anonymous function. Perfect. That's what I like to see. So we are not authenticated for storage apparently. and my laptop sounds like it's absolutely taking off into space. I don't know why. So I'm gonna turn the mic a little bit. Yeah, should be better. So what's going on? Maybe our database file is not set up correctly. .blogspot, appspot.com, right, storage directory, and we can only work in this bucket. Did I miss something? I think I have to do it here. Let's try doing this. Let's see if that works. And then we'll go back to our thing. And I should be able to do that. That should work. Yikes. Only one default export is allowed per module. Oh, great. So I think what I have to do is I can do multiple of them. So I can just kind of, can I do that? Export default multiple values. My inexperience is really shown here. Oh. I hit run and the Adobe Flash Player thing came up. Interesting. Cool. Can't find variable storage. That's fine. You know, I'm not it's not like I was trying to get that to work. So where did that error occur? That occurred. Great. It doesn't tell me where it actually happened. Oh, home.view line 35. So can't find storage. I think I have to do db.storage. Yes. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. db.defaultref is not a function. Yikes. And I'm still getting the 403 error. Okay. I think it was working before. It just, I think I could do .storage. I think I could do that. And then get rid of this garbage over here. There we go. Okay, we'll just stick with this and we'll figure out how to make it more pragmatic later. So for some reason it's not, it's giving me a nice thick 403 error. I don't know why. So it's not even out logging test. I think it's failing right before that. That works. It just doesn't actually call it. I don't know why. It's not happy. Permission denied. Cool. Security and rules. I should have opened security rules. That's the whole reason why I made the whole thing insecure. Rules. Allow read write if request off. Not equal to null. Vivant all zip rules open. Require authentication to perform any read or write authentication. And doing the rules tab. So I can just, how do I do it for the database? The database had open rules because I do not care if people copy it at the moment. Rules, read true, write true. Okay. So I should be able to do read true, write true. Unexpected read. I think I just do maybe that. Hey, that worked. Publish changes take a minute to propagate. Perfect. That's a great word, propagate. Propagate does not get used often enough. I'm still getting, oh, that worked. Oh my goodness, it worked. So let's do this. Let us do, cool. So this will be, let's just set each one to be the same for now. So URL image URL image will just be empty1, and then here we're going to set it to, can I do that? Won't it bind it? Nope, does not like that. This, maybe? No. Okay, we need to do just an empty type, and then over here, after that runs, I can just do something like that, right? No, doesn't like that still. Undefined is not an object. Evaluating. Why is my computer going out? I do not understand this. Okay. So what's the issue? Type error. Undefined is not an object in this.image URL equals URL. But oh, this one. Really? Image URL is a string, as far as I'm aware. As far as I remember. So I don't understand why it's not working. Maybe URL is an object. Maybe that's what it is. URL. URL is the downloaded URL. Oh, I have to do a... No, it should be a... Okay, let's just do console.log URL. See what happens. Cool, that gets me a thick URL. That is not the URL that I want. It is the URL that I want. So why doesn't it let me assign it? This.image URL, which is a property in our data class, data object. Maybe it's just not letting me do it because it's not done within the view instance or something crazy weird like that. It is working, it is pulling the URL, but it's not giving me the one I want. What can we do? Oh my god, did that work? Self-to-image URL is going to be that, and then it should work. It should like just literally print out the value. Let's make sure it's actually logging. Cool, it is saving the variable. So the variable exists there. I just don't know why I can't read it from here. Reference, view property. View instance is what we want. I don't care about lifecycle hooks. Here we go. Data. Yeah, you should be able to just reference it directly. I don't know why I wouldn't not let you do that. Maybe it's not being instantiated and updated. Isn't there like a thing you have to do for that? Yeah, that you have to do yeah, I see. I think what's happening is it's rendering all of this, and it's and then afterward it gets the data and assigns it, but for some reason it's not updating it automatically, even though it should. Let's check the view instance. So if I throw this into Firefox, where I actually have a view debugging thing, we can see that we do have an image URL, but it's empty, so it's not actually assigning it. We have a couple Firebase bindings, so we don't need to worry about that. So it's not actually assigning it here, which is weird because I did tell it to assign it here. So if I set this to like some arbitrary string, okay, it still doesn't work. Perfect. How do I do this? Assign promised value to view data. It's an object that has some methods, selling its return of value, returns a promise object. Yeah, but we're not doing promises directly. So. See, that's what they do. Oh, they use this. Okay, let's just try it with like that. See, it's still not assigning it unless I'm just mistyping. Nope, it's the same. Let's just try like yeah, I just do not understand why it's not working. Oh goodness, it's freaking out. Oh, my YouTube thing's messed up right now. Yikes. Alright, so what's happening? For some reason, it's not binding this properly. So it's instantiating this at whenever it actually runs, and then it puts it in here, but for some reason, when I modify the value, it's not updating live over here. Maybe this gets, because this gets run first somehow, and then it doesn't, like it's not set up to update from here because it's not in the instance or something weird like that. I'm not sure. It just depends on many things that I don't understand. I also realized that we're not pulling the data like we should. We should be looking in the database and getting the corresponding image tag that I set, but we're not going to worry about that right now. It does actually pull the image. Like if I print this or console log the URL, we can see that in the console it logs the this is undefined. Oh, is it it is self, I'm right. See, it does log the actual image URL. We get the image here, but for some reason it's not actually letting binding it to the value. So how do I Google that? Variable declared outside default not binding view. That's for a global variable. Ah, they do that, but no, I don't want to mess with that. They also have a component in there, but that's not very helpful to me at the moment. Common mistakes to avoid. I'm probably making a comment. Jesus Christ, that's a hell of a mistake right there. Oh, they're using the templating stuff, which I'm not doing. And they use this too. This is why it's confusing. So I don't think it's actually setting that property. I think it's like creating some sort of other property and doing it. Let's try doing this in a method, maybe. Maybe that'll fix things up. Let's do all this in a method. So let's create a test. Is that how I create methods in ES6? Let's look at my other code. Yeah, it's like test. And then you can just do that. So I'll paste that code in there. And then grab image from server, grab image URL from server, and then actually grab it. So this is like setting up FE storage. Cool. Which IDE are you using? I am using, oh yeah, it doesn't show on the top for some reason. I'm using Sublime Text. It is more of a text editor than an IDE. It can't really compile things. Like you can write build scripts, but like those don't really work very well. It doesn't really have autocomplete too, but I love it because it's so freaking fast, and you can do really cool stuff. Like, let's say I want to like rename all these has text centered properties. I can do this. I have multiple cursors. It's like absolutely the coolest thing ever. It also has a ton of other really cool features, but I just kind of stick with that. So yeah, it's free actually too, which is nice, and it's on Mac, Windows, and Linux, but unfortunately it does not compile things very well, so there's that. But yeah, so where were we? Right, so I was creating a method that would actually just grab it, and then it would access this .image URL because they're now actually in the view instance. And that should work. I just have to call the test method. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna call it. How do I do it over there? Sorry, this is just an old project I'm looking at. No, I say old, I mean like a month. Just to see how I called these methods before. I could spell, goodness. Oh, I did it on click. Let's just do that too. So whenever I click on, let's just make a button. How do you make a button? In Bulma, there's a weird way to do it. Better than Notepad++ and Text Wrangler. Text Wrangler definitely, Notepad++, I'd say so. Just because it has the multiple cursors and it's got a ton of like plugins, like it's got a whole like plugin manager and it's just full of awesome ones. Like there's a plugin that adds syntax for the TI-84 writing assembly for TI-84. There's a plugin for that. Like it's absolutely crazy. And it's also way faster. Like it's built all in Python and the thing is just like zippy as hell. So I like it. I think buttons are somewhere in here. No, they're not. Where are they? Where are buttons? There's button. Oh, you can just do A. Okay, I see. Press me, and then we're using Firefox now. Cool, so that works. And then I'll just have it, make it blue. We'll center it. Nope, that's not how we center buttons. It's fine. So we'll do a @click, and we'll call the test method, and that should work. Type error, this is undefined. Why is this undefined? This is undefined. Oh, Stack Overflow. Use the arrow function, which binds this to a different context in the view instance. That's not what I'm really concerned about. Okay, let's just use self. Self should work. So we do that, press, and yay, it prints out the URL, but it's not binding it still. So let's try console.log self is URL. And then when I press the button, undefined. Huh, that's interesting. That should not be undefined. Maybe viewfire is messing with us in some way. I'm not sure. Let's try looking at the old code again, seeing if there's anything else in here that I missed. Yeah, so in this one, this is the Firebase binding. So this is like a separate library is taking care of binding this to the database. And then these are just my own properties that I created. Maybe it's because I'm creating it before them. Let's move that down there. Maybe that's what's happening here. Nope, still undefined. It's also not setting it to like this random string of text. What if we just do like image URL? Will it recognize it? Nope. So we should be able to print. So image URL. So we press the button. It tries printing something? That's weird. When I typed print, I didn't mean literally open the print dialog. Goodness. Why is it opening the print dialog? I don't know. Look at this. I see. I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. Because we're in JavaScript. And that probably is to open the print. Okay, I see. I thought I was being memed on. Jesus. Cool. So let's assign it to be URL. See what happens. Cool. So now self.image URL is being set properly. It's just not binding to this because this gets generated after the fact. So I think there's some stupid thing you need to do. View data not bound, not updating. When data changes, there's some stupid scope thing probably. Oh, is that it? I don't think you can set it directly. You need to do like dot self.image URL dot push. Let's try that. This is the wrong type. It says it's undefined. I mean, it's not undefined. It is defined right there. Thank you very much. View data object is undefined. Oh, that's interesting. We can try that. So oh, I know what's happening. I understand. I got you. Current equal this, and then I see, because it's a different this, right? Isn't that what's going on here? I swear to God this works. Okay, so it's just not doing that properly. There we go. It works. Okay. So if I call this within this like closure, it's actually referring to this instance's this, not this of the view instance. And so I have to bind a variable to the view instance's this, so that when I'm within the closure, it doesn't call the closure's this, it calls the this of the view instance. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think, I don't know. Cool. Oh my God, I hate JavaScript. Okay. So this actually has to go first. I don't know why I moved it before. So now you press the button, it is still putting in the wrong order. That's weird. Logo. Oh, I see. Oh, we still haven't updated. Oh, we still haven't updated the logo for each one. We're gonna have to loop. So let's do like let's do a good old sets. This we'll do like a fat old @to do update RSO image for each RSO given its tag, right? So I don't know who's still here, who was here earlier when I was talking about that process, but basically what I'm gonna do is Firebase storage doesn't let you just get all the images at once. You have to actually index them individually. And so what I'm doing is in the database, each RSO entry is given an image tag, and then the image tag is the name of the image for that RSO. And so, and now I'm just using integers, but I should probably use UUIDs just to be safe, but I don't care. So I can deal with that later. So what I'm doing currently is I'm just pulling the first one just so I can get something that works. And then, or not the first one. Now the first one, the 0th one. And then later I will add, so it loops through and it actually grabs the image tag property from the database and then goes from there. So actually this is incorrect. We don't want this to match. So we have name description and we image tag. So actually let's check that that works. Okay, that works. Cool. We just need to get the image. Right, so we have the image URL, just a image URL. And so the way we do that is we would just do image source equal, I think I can do this, right? That should work. Yikes, it's not happy. It's not happy. Uh-oh, it doesn't like that. It's stuck. Okay, that's not how you do it. Let's just force quit the server and run it again. There we go. Cool, we're back to our broken default functionality. So how do I parse this? Interpolate string view in, how do we actually interpret this? Not using the templating syntax. Oh, I can just do that. screen if that works. Ah, my God, it works. Cool, that's cool. You can bind directly to the properties. That's right. Yay, we have a real-time thing, but it's not actually updating for all of the RSOs, but that's fine. We are getting one image. We are getting one image. That is good progress. Took only, how long did this take? 50 minutes. Awesome. I love coding. Cool, let's throw this in Git before I break all my code again. So we will go to the right project. And what do we update? Cool. Wow, look at all this work right here. Just deleted one new line. So it'll be retrieving, what do we do? Retrieve an image from Firebase data store. Next commit will get image for each RSO. We'll put that in bold, and we'll put a smile emoji because you can absolutely put emojis in your Git commits. I don't think a lot of people know that, and I think everybody should know that. It's actually a full website like Git emoji. Here we go. These are all the emojis you can use on Git. It's absolutely hilarious. Oh my God, oh, Campfire supports sounds. Okay, that's pretty cool. Awesome, cool. We made progress. So now we just have to get it to work for all of them. So since each RSO has an image tag, we need to, oh God, this is going to be so inefficient. So the way it's currently going to work is it's going to create an HTTP request for each and every RSO image that it has to go grab. I'm not doing it in bulk. Doing it in bulk would be the smarter thing. I just have absolutely no idea how to do that. So I just realized the mic has been facing away from me this whole time. Cool. So how do we do this? So we need to get, okay, so we'll pass it into the RSO. Okay, so here's what we'll do. So as we loop through the HTML file, right, we're getting a new RSO object. And we'll basically pass that to our method. Just probably rename the method to be something better. This will be like get image. So, and now we don't need this button. So basically we're gonna get, so every time for each row, which is each RSO, it's gonna grab it's gonna call the method and pass in the current RSO that it wants. And then once I have a reference to that in here, I can say, hey, get me the RSO.image, get me the image URL with the image tag of that RSO. So this actually should work. Yikes, nothing gets printed. Oh, right, current RSO. Okay, nothing still gets printed. Oh, because it's not returning the URL. We want to return the URL. Oh, we have to, this isn't going to work. This is going to be weird. I think we need to use Axios. I think we've come to that point. Yep, it's not happy. Invalid argument in child at index 0. Expected string. Huh. Do you like how there's like two disclosure triangles right next to each other? Isn't that just beautiful? Expected string. Oh, it's because it's a, okay, how do I, JS into string. I guess it's parsing it as a thing. Yep. Now it's just not happy. Ooh, uncaught exception. Oh, that's right. I'm not actually doing that properly. Console.log error. Right, is that what you do? Yep, there we go. I can catch errors. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong earlier. I think before when I was writing the error function, I was doing that instead of that. Cool, so object not found. Object 0 does not exist because it needs a .png because these are PNG files. And as we can see, it's grabbing a lot of things because I'm printing them out a lot of times. It's just not returning them in time. So we can't do this. We need to create probably an array of images, of image URLs, and index them using the, this is becoming complicated. I guess we need to rethink how this works. Quick check OBS to make sure everything's working. Everything seems to be working. Cool. So get image RSO. So we can't return it because it's not going to be ready in time to actually return the value. We need to bind the value instead. And we can do that like this. But we still need to call the method. We still need to call that method every single time. I could do a computed property, but I have no idea how to do computed properties for arrays. I wish I could just use like a normal server for once. That would make my life so much easier. But here we are. Let us cry together in sadness at the state of this project. Cool. So I'm gonna set the property. I print it out. It's getting two images. Doesn't want me to show them. It's getting that one, and it's getting that one. Cool. We need to somehow save them in there. So we could try this. Image URLs. What about that? So we add it basically as we get a URL. So we'll, we call the function, calls that, whatever. I think I can do at rso.image tag. Yikes, it didn't like that. Okay, basically we need to somehow call the method, pass in the current RSO. It's going to use the current RSO's image tag, and then it's going to grab the image. If there's an error, it just prints out the error. And when it finds the image, it's going to write that URL to the array. Why don't we just add it to the RSO object? Why don't we just put it there? Current dot, why don't we just do that? Yeah. Oh, this might be a referencing issue. Current RSO dot image URL equal URL. I doubt that's going to work. And then we need to view attribute binding multiple lines. Yeah, how do we do this? So I want to do multiple things in here. Binding inline styles. I swear it's this. It's not a class binding. It's like, no, I guess it's that. No, I don't want to bind it. I want to actually like call something. What's that called? What's it? I forget what it's called when you do this. Here we go. So the directive doesn't take an argument denoted by a colon after the directive name. I swear there's a way to actually do to call methods in a directive. Or not directive, like arguments. I just forget what this is called. The jargon is tripping me up here. And then edge cases. view bind to source. Data binding. Oh, it's broken. There we go. So it is binding. I'm right. It's just there should be a way to have multiple, to do multiple things in here. Not just one expression. View multiple expressions in vbind. That doesn't work. I guess I could do a computed property, but I don't. We can try. VIF supports multiple expressions, but I don't think anything else does. Also, I think we got rid of that syntax. I don't think it has the $sign anymore. I think it's just like a flat thing, which is interesting, I guess. So I'm gonna turn up the brightness on my keyboard backlight, and let's figure out what to do. We could do a computed property. How do we do that? Get and yikes, can we do this? Get image, and then we don't have a, okay, this isn't working. So I need a way, so it's gonna load the table, it's gonna call get image. We want it to call get image, and okay, let's get the button back. Let's do the let's revert that line of code. It's gonna call get image, and then it's not gonna, damn it, we need a way to, let's do this. So that would be get image for the RSO, and then this would bind to at RSO dot image tag. And then we're not actually using this property at all, are we? And then URLs is just an empty array. Cool. Doesn't work. Nice. Get image for the current RSO. So I'm trying to basically manually trigger this get image method because I cannot figure out how to do it automatically at the same time. Current RSO to image URL. Oh, I'm not pushing it properly, that's why. Let's get rid of these. Current push URL, right? Yikes, image URLs is not defined. Now it's defined. Yay, it works manually. Now the problem is I think we're overwriting the array. I think it's gonna be adding it like a lot. Yeah, so every time I press the button, it adds it again. So if image URLs contains URL, so if it doesn't contain it, we want to run it. So now if we try, so we do one, it doesn't work. Is that how the contains method works? Image URLs. Oh, right. That's really frustrating. Wow, contains not a function. JavaScript contains includes. Really? Did they really just call it includes? Oh, no, it's for string. Array. It's really called includes. Okay. Why did they have to be special snowflakes? Why couldn't they just, you know, follow the trend? What's the thing from High School Musical? Status quo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cool. So now I can span this button all I want. It's gonna keep doing the request. I should actually probably to be smarter, I should probably refactor it so that it actually checks to see if there's a value at the image index. See, this is an example of me overcomplicating things. So right now what it does is it goes to grab the URL, like it gets the image reference, grabs the URL, it checks to see if the URL already exists. If the URL already exists, we just wasted an entire HTTP call, right? So we wasted an entire call. I could make this more efficient by basically checking out here if this dot image URLs dot includes, or this dot image URLs at current RSO dot image tag is not null. Nil, null, null, nil. I don't know what it is. Yes, JavaScript nil. Null. It's null. We just want to return. Cool. Or is equal to null, rather, not equal to. So it only grabs it. It only performs the HTTP request if the image is if the image exists. No, let's do that backwards. I did that backwards. Let's try that. No, it's still not working. Oh, no, it worked. It worked, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. Yay. So now it breaks. It doesn't work. We want not double equal to's. There we go. So you press the first one, it breaks because I did something wrong. No, it's just broken. Yikes. Why does this happen to me? Why is my life like this? So I'm trying to grab the, if the image URL is, if the element at the image tag's index is not there, then we want to grab the URL. If it's there, i.e. if it's null, no. Can we just wait for JavaScript to figure out what it is? Let's find out if we're right. Yay! We can just rely on JavaScript. Cool. So see, now this is more optimized. Don't grab URL if URL already exists. Precondition. Image tag is a index corresponding to the RSO. Right, so otherwise we can just create a dictionary if we switch to using UUIDs for the image tags, or we can just leave it like it is and I don't have to do any extra work. Awesome. Cool, so it's still horribly inefficient. I don't know why I even bothered doing that, because we're going to be rewriting this code anyway, so this won't be an issue, but it's worth a shot. Doesn't it have a network thing? Right, so if we just kind of take a gander at this. So basically, does it do 3 calls? Jeez Christ. Okay, Google, why are you like this? Awesome. So let's figure out. So that got working for one image, and now we got it working for. Yikes! I put a typo over there. Let's get rid of that. This will be grabs. Oh, we want to get rid of the comment to woo woo. Yeah, we'll keep it there. So grabs image URL for grabs each RSO image manually. Sad emoji. Cool. So now we want to do this automatically, right? We want to. This just comes down to a view syntax thing that I just cannot remember for the life of me. we want the let's move the mic closer. So we want the as we loop through each RSO, we want to do a GET request for the image. So we want to do it at the same time, not, you know, when I press the button, it, you know, does whatever garbage. Like, that's not very efficient. Right? So I just have to figure out how to do that. Because I would just return the URL, but that doesn't really work because it's a promise. And I do not know how to do that. Like, we have to bind it to something so that, right? So when we bind it, so when when this is done, when it actually does grab the URL, it updates the data value, which updates the actual original virtual DOM. I think it's called virtual DOM once it's ready. This would be so much easier if I just had Redux, but I don't know how to use Redux either. Or whatever Vuex, I think it's what it's called. Vue's alternative for single source of truth state management, whatever, SSSSOT, MVLPLA, I don't know. Right, so we just need to figure out how to do these two things at the same time. I don't know how to do that. I might just be able to do like this. Oh my god, that works. That's absolutely hilarious. Wow, that's really slow. Okay, because it says like 3 GET requests per thing. So I can't believe that worked. Let's check it's not. Yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, that works, I guess. It's so hacky, but it works. Okay, we don't need to do that anymore. This is horrible code. That's fine. Gets committed. Grabs auto-magically. Let's put a little smile. There we go. These Git commits are gonna look great. This repository is open source, by the way. Let me just log into my Git. There we go. So I think I have it on my profile. I don't know why it's not showing up. Also, here you go. It is public. I like these commits. Oh no, the sad emojis. The emoji didn't work. No. Oh, that emoji worked. Okay, we're still good. We're good. We got one emoji in there. All right. Wow, we actually got this working a lot faster than I thought. The problem is that none of it scaled. So thankfully, Bulma, from my previous experience, Bulma has some very nice image classes, from what I remember. So if we go to image, so we can actually specify these specific ones. We can also specify the aspect ratios, which is quite nice. So we can do class is, I don't know, 4:3. And let's actually close that out. So now the images are forced to be 4:3, which is pretty cool if I do say so myself. The problem is they're still too big. We need to somehow set a limit on the size, not just the aspect ratio. I love the documentation just is incomplete there. That's absolutely hilarious. I think I might have to dip to CSS for this one. I'll just do something like this. Let's just try that. Let's just like do it like whatever else. Now what I should be doing, which I'll deal with when I'm actually filtering the data. There we go, we get a little logo now. Now what I should be doing is probably scaling all the images like a script on the back end, which I'll deal with later. Okay, so what else do I need to do? Right, so if you'll notice, this column is actually really big. You see this column? It's only going to be as wide as the images. So Bulma actually has a thing where this would be like, they should have a class for the table cell that you make it small. I just forget what it's called. Is narrow, that's what it is. So we want this TR, this TD is narrow. Wow, this is getting pretty ugly. Let's just do this. Let's spice it up a little bit. Make it a multi-line. There we go. Yikes, that does not work. It's also pulling the wrong images. What the heck? There we go. It's fine. Oh, I just realized that this code is actually horribly broken. So what it's doing is, if somehow the second image loads before the first, it'll put it in that spot, I think. I don't know. Let's ignore that. Okay, well, is narrow doesn't work because it's puts it as small as it can, which squeezes the image, which is invalidating the thing. Is 1 by 1. Can I just do that? See, that's too small. I wonder if this will work. See, for some reason it's overriding that. Okay, we're gonna have to do some CSS magic. I don't want to do. So we'll just not worry about that for now. Let's just put in @fixme. Image aspect ratios, and we'll move on. Cool, so what do we want to do now? We want to fix this garbage. Name, description, perfect. And let's add some values for the other RSOs that I have in here. So create a new one, let's be 2, yikes, 2, and add, so it'll be, name will be like another one, description will be please join, we need members, and then image tag will be 2. So now that should have actually just automatically pulled another one in there. Oh boy, I messed something up. 2 1 0 1 2. Unless I miss. See, this is what I mean by the image code. But you write algorithms in CSS. Oh, I absolutely write algorithms in CSS. Absolutely write algorithms in CSS. We might get to that later on today, actually. No, we won't. We won't do that today. Sometime I will show the wonderful algorithms in CSS. Make sure I didn't upload duplicates. No, I didn't. That's weird then. Then why is image tag 2 strings? Each image tag should be... Okay, let's... current rso.image. Let's make sure I'm not going insane. Wow. It's making a lot of requests. 0 1 2. See, now it works. It wasn't working earlier, but now it works. Crazy world. Also, I think it's trying to do... Oh, no, I optimized the code. Haha. It's not doing 50 million GET requests. It only does 3 GET requests. We are still preserving our ON optimization. Awesome. Cool. So, well, let's add one more for the hell of it. I have another image. 3. No, on a plus. Name, Lux. Description. Please help. We can't see anything. Our club logo is too bright. Get it? Because it's called Lux. And then image tag is 3. Yeah, so when I add one in real time, it's not happy. And I don't understand why. Because if we look at our view instance, there's 5. That should not happen. That one's duplicated 3 times. And that one's duplicated 2 times. Okay, turns out my code wasn't as good as I thought for this. But if I refresh it, it works every time. When I say every time, I mean I haven't tested it, but oh well, that's fine. Cool. We actually made some progress so far. The aspect ratio needs some work, but I'll fix that later. Okay. I think I can start working on that script. Because now we have images working. Ooh, I can actually add some cool things to the table. So I can do Stippled is striped. So now it like alternates the colors for each of them. And then we can add some other cool stuff if we want later. Cool, let's check our to-dos. Let's see how we're doing. So get images working. Mostly. Flush field data into database, scaffold on page filters. Right, so we spent 1 hour and 20 minutes doing the first point. Let's start flushing some data. Let me see. RSO data is in the repo. Cool. I will grab the RSO data. I'll do it on another screen because got to do some stuff over here. So this should be cool. I have the data. So where's my thing over here? All right, so we need to, I should probably have downloaded that as a thing. How do I download a raw file from GitHub? I can just download the whole thing and then go from there. Probably. And then here we go. So here's our data. Cool. Let's start writing a script. So let's head into iTerm. We will we'll go into let's do it in our where do you want to do this? We'll just do like web and then RSO flush. Cool, and then we will paste that in there. If I could actually freaking paste, copy and paste. Cool, so let's start writing a script. Now, what language do we want to write the script in? If I had more than one person watching, I would do a poll, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little bit biased against me. So, I should probably just do it in Swift. Yikes, we probably shouldn't do it in Swift. I say yikes, continuing anyway. Right, because I have no idea how to read CSV files in Swift. So, CSV file, Swift. Well, actually, wait, does Firebase let you just upload a CSV and it'll just like parse all it? No, it does not. I can import JSON. It's not in the format I want anyway. I'm gonna have to parse it either way. Oh well, okay, how do we do it? How to get a rare dictionary from CSV? Cool. What you want to do is splitting up the string in rows and then into columns. Oh yeah, because I guess it's like separate data. Convert CSV to JSON. Oh yeah, isn't there like a thing for that? No, because the problem is it's not in the format that I want. Right? Because I want the way I structured it currently is it uses the it has all of them indexed like 0, 1, 2, 3, and then the image tag is also 0, 1, 2, 3. That's just kind of how I'm doing it. And I also have custom names. We'll try. Let's see what happens. So if I just upload the file, let's go to, where the hell did I put it? Code, web. Yikes, is it not in web? Where did I put it? Oh, I put it in my root folder. Whoops, in my home folder. It's fine. see what it does. So yeah, name text. Cool. Okay. Nice. We have some JSON. Data.json, and then we'll just like go into this directory. Cool. So we have our CSV file, which is all long complicated. We're not going to worry about it. We'll just stick with the JSON. See, wow, that's a lot of RSOs. Yikes. Cool. I like how it parsed it, where it just put the index as like an empty parameter here. Thankfully, because Sublime Text is absolutely amazing, I can actually just manually edit this. So I can do this, and I can do like find all instances. So now I have multiple cursors for however many hundreds of thousands of lines are like this, and I can just do index. Isn't that cool? It's cool. So we need to do this in Swift, unfortunately. I forgot how to do JSON in Swift. I absolutely forget how to do this. I would use Swifty JSON, but I do not remember how to use this in a non-iOS CocoaPods setting. Unless they have an installer for Swift Package Manager. Yay! Okay, we'll just do that. So we need to. Oh my God, Adobe, stop! And then we'll paste that in here. This will be flush. And it's gonna get the dependency, and then we should be able to do Swift build, and it should grab it. What do you mean rip? What's wrong with Swifty JSON? There's nothing wrong with Swifty JSON. Dependencies not used by any target, no targets to build. Yikes. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So that just should work. Needs access. Sure, I'll give you access. Oh, it's just gonna open the REPL. How do I leave? There we go. Okay. That should just compile it and run it if there's any issues. No such module Swifty JSON. There is absolutely a module Swifty JSON. I do not know what you're talking about, good sir. I said good day, sir. Run Swift build whenever you get prepared. I did. JSON.decode. Shh. I want to use this. Oh, Swift. Run. No executable product available. How to use Swift Package Manager standalone? How do you do this? How do? Oh, you have to do that garbage. Okay. Make dir test 2. Let's try this again. Perfect. Oh, there's our README. Description is package. Great. Oh, this is for like creating a package. No, it's not. It's not. Cool. So we need to open this one instead. And then in package Swift, we want the Swifty JSON dependency, which we can do there. Right. And now what else do we have to do? Let's put the command line tool rather than the framework. Absolutely. We need to create our source file in the sources folder. The sources. S2. Cool. Oh, it's going to print hello world. Perfect. We need targets. I don't think we have to worry about that. Let's use the default target. And I could do that. Oh yeah. I already have an alias for that. Cool. So Why is that not working? Oh. We want to open test2 in Xcode. And now we should be able to see our project in Xcode with all the stuff in it. Got no thing, but we should be fine. I don't know why I just didn't create this in Xcode in the first place. I'm not sure this will even run. It's frozen. It's thinking about it. Oh my god, it works. But we didn't import. Yeah, Swift to JSON didn't work. Yeah, I'm trying to add a dependency. And then Swift package update. Oh, I have to regen the... Everything's already up to date. I have to regen the Xcode project? Interesting. It's still not showing up in dependencies. And I don't know why. See, it grabs it. It's got version 420, just plays. I don't understand. Je ne sais pas. It's built in Swift. What do you mean it's built in Swift? Oh, that, yeah. Fine, I guess I'll just use it. Fine, we'll just use that. Cool. So much for that. RM, RF test2, CDRSO. We want to get rid of these two, and we will get rid of this. We will create a new Xcode project, command line tool. And we'll name it parse. We'll name it flush. We'll save it in user folder because I'm an idiot. Web. So in here. Perfect. Now we just gotta add these to our project. And we're ready. Awesome. So now we gotta figure out how to I could install this manually. I could install Swift to JSON in 2 seconds. I will absolutely. I'm sorry, Zubair. I assume it's Zubair. Your username looks different. I will just, you know, drag the Swift to JSON.swift to the project tree. Whoa, it can open directly in Xcode? That's cool. That's not what I want to do. I just want the zip, please. Where's the... It is, okay, awesome, great. JSON.swift to the project tree. I don't see it. Oh, that one. Ooh. There we go. That should work. No such module. Damn it. How does this work? Into the project tree. Oh, maybe they would just want to like up there. And then do 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 do. Just drag it in the project tree, and I dragged it in the project tree, and it's not recognizing it. Oh well. I want to use Swifty JSON. I'm absolutely stubborn like that. It's right there. It's right there. Maybe I should try including the entire script project. Like that. So we want to save it as workspace. Like that. Now let's see if this works. Yikes. You know, I remember this being so easy before. You know what we could do, now that we have a full Xcode project, is we could flush workspace. We could just do CocoaPods. Now we can just copy this. And this would be like Mac OS. And we won't do it. Now pod install. Perfect. We want to close that. And then we will open flush workspace. And now, once it builds and that error goes away, shh, no, I'm so close. Yeah, it worked. It worked. I got it to work. Screw you, Zubair. It works. It works. Down with the system. Oh my god, did it just say no such modules as JSON? Okay, no, it's good. Okay, back to the original tutorial. So let's get like a global function. Hello world, and run. It's gonna work. Watch. It's gonna work. Library not loaded. Image not. What the hell does image not found mean? What? What? I've never seen this error before. Why is my life like this? Why is my life like this? Target, build phases, what the hell? This is supposed to be the web development stream, not the debugging Xcode stream. Why is everything like, why does this happen to me? What have I done? The pod file looks fine. Maybe it has like a duplicate thing open. What's in flush? That's just that. Okay. That should be fine when it automatically assigns the profile. Rip indeed. Rip indeed. Have you seen this error before? I've never seen it. Image not found. What is image not found supposed to mean? Image not found. That's exactly what I did. I set it to optional in build phases, pods flush framework. Oh. Is that the wrong one? Oh, I didn't even add it in here. The backing file has been modified outside of Xcode. Let's read from disk. Yikes, it threw me into assembly. What the hell? Let's try that. It's not found. Let's set that one to optional too. See if that fixed anything. Nope, because I used a code. Yeah, get out. Hey, it worked. But I got a weird error. DYMTL init platform. Platform initialization successful. What? Okay. It's a weird thing to print. Guess 1, guess 2. Oh boy. Don't you love it when like Stack Overflow doesn't know what the hell's going on? See, it's why is JSON is supposed to be the happy library that saves you, not the mean library that gets you angry. It must just be a Mac thing. Unless their support files are messed up, in which case I'm gonna... Fine, I don't care. Let's just do it. So, 20 minutes after I said, let's just quickly build a Flush script. Let's actually do it. So, we now have the JSON data. Let's get a little bit of it. I don't have any of it open. Go away, CyberDuck. Cyberbook. So we have some of the data. So this is what the data looks like. Let's copy 2 of these because I have the screen real estate. Oh wait, we can just do one of these. One of these split views. I know about split views. I did a whole video on them. Let's do me. Nope, that's what I wanted. Not the data. So that's what it looks like. Let us not use Safari. So we will do this. And do that. And do that. So, okay, I can't set up my screen like that, so it's fine. Okay, let's just get the data. Let JSON equal JSON data. How do I get the actual file? What's the, isn't there a file, just a file object? There's a file manager. Contents at path RSO data JSON. It does not like that. Oh, what? Oh, I guess that's optional. You can call throw, but is not marked as a try, and the error is not handled. Ugh, I have to do this separately, don't I? Like 2 steps. 1, 2 step. So let JSON file equal that. It's gonna freak out. That's not a thing. Oh, JSON, this has to be done with throw. They didn't mention that. It's data from string. Isn't there a try let? I don't remember. Errors are not handled. How do you do a Swift try catch? I'm a workshop instructor for Swift, I swear. I just don't use try catches very often. Cool. So, well, there's a do catch. But this doesn't seem right. Do, so, var JSON, and then JSON equals try JSON try catch. Where's the try catch? Look, I can do that apparently. Oh, that would work. I don't need to do the do garbage. I can just do this directly. There we go. So now if it doesn't work, it would just mark it as optional, right? Yay, that should work. Cool. Let's do a force unwrap. What could go wrong? That's the one that could go wrong. Cool. How do we read files? I already did this in this project. I did it in, Jesus, why was I in Carthage? Models. I was reading in sound files from a view from a controller. It was one of these. How did I read it? Oh no, this one was just, okay, this one was nicer. Never force unwrap. You know, if Ted does it, I can do it. I'm just following in his footsteps. Yikes. Okay, well. Tight. Data JSON file. Is that how you read? Read file Mac. No, it's not going to be right. Xcode Mac get file path. Accessing files and directories. There we go. That's what I want. No, come back. That's like for the file URL. Yikes, it's an Objective-C. Let's do something in Swift. Files path and Xcode. Read JSON from file Xcode. Why is this so hard? Oh, that's right. You have to do the bundle garbage. I swear you can do it with File Manager. Yep, you can do that for resource data of type JSON. Value of optional type string. Double force unwrap. What could go wrong? That could go wrong. Okay, let's try getting the file path first. If file path else return print could not read file path. What happened to guardlets? I'm writing a guardlet right now. I did it before I even looked at your chat message. And cool. So now at path file path, which is right there, and then guardlet JSON file equal JSON file else print could not instantiate JSON file, and we'll return. Okay. Yikes. Oh, this fun garbage. Oh yeah, this is a fun thing. So I found out that when you're doing a guardlet, if you declare a variable and do a guardlet in the same context, in the same scope, you actually can't do like a redefining guardlet like this. because it tries to redefine the variable and you can't do that. It works when you have a parameter because parameters are not instantiated in the same scope. They're technically in a different scope. So this is actually not a legal operation. You have to write weird stuff like in. This is what I do to fix it, but file path is optional. Yeah, it's going to be optional. Never mutated, continually select constant. Sure. Could not read file path. Cool. It'll be a var. And no, we want it to be lit. Cool, so let's print it. Let's see what we get. Yikes, it prints absolutely nothing. Oh, because it just returns. Path for resource data of type. How does that API work? Reading in a JSON file using Swift. That's exactly what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did. Cool. So I guess you just don't use file manager. You use NS data. Wait, can we just do this directly? Can I just do var JSON equal try JSON data file path. And print JSON.description. See what happens. Let's watch. Not convert type string to argument type data. Okay, I guess I have to do that. Ooh, there's one for Swift 4.0. Oh. 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 There's a got one of these. We can just do one of this. Oh, you still need that line of code that I wrote before. Okay, I didn't do everything wrong. And then we will use data constructor. Where is it? Contents of file path in. File path, and then nope. Just wanna option. Oh wow, there's a lot of options. I have absolutely no idea. Let's just do it. Let's just not put that parameter in there. If you don't know what it does, just don't put it in. That's a good rule of thumb. Oh my god, I have to try that too. And then we'll do another guard let. And then, and you bet your ass I do error checking in my thing. This one, right? No, doesn't work. Some data equal JSON data in, and then we will use JSON data. Cool. Let's see what happens. Could not read file path. Why is this still not working? It's right there. Data of type JSON, and it's data of type JSON. Maybe they want it like out here. No, they didn't want it out there. What does it look like in the thing? So we have 2 copies of it. Since when? It's just moved to trash. Okay, we have 1 copy of it. Let's put that in the same folder. So it's not showing up in Xcode, but it is there. So we won't copy it. We'll just keep the reference there. Could not read file path. We're about to hit hour 2. Resource data of type JSON. For resource test of type JSON. Bundle main path for resource blah blah blah, and it doesn't even let me do that. Why? It's right there. They're in the same directory. There's the data.json. Maybe they want it in the root. Maybe that'll be happier. It's no less happy. Why don't they tell you how to, ooh, they put theirs in a folder. That's interesting. However, I don't think we're going to be doing that. Put JSON file in Xcode. That doesn't help. Please review the below image. That does not really help at all. Data reading maps is safe. They don't tell you where to actually put the file in Xcode. See, that's for a playground. We're not doing I could have written this all in a playground, but we're not doing it in a playground. Yikes. Okay. Why is this not working? So we're reading it here. We're in here. Bundle main path gets me in here, as far as I'm aware. And so maybe you need to do like, no, that should just get it. Bundle main path not working. Turns nil. Click your project. Oh. Target build phases, copy bundle resources. Oh. Oh. Still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. The add files menu. Okay, let's just try re-adding it to the project. That should work. I'll just move it out here. That should not no longer exist. Remove the reference. So what I do is, if I put this like in here, oh, that's why it wasn't added to the target. And we'll copy that item if needed. That will be in there, and now the target should recognize that the file is actually there. And oh my god, it still does not work. Could not read file path. Did I type it correctly? Wow, why? Pourquoi? Pourquoi? For resource, oh my god, they put a typo in there. That's absolutely hilarious. Let's try like not doing their way. Or let's try doing their way. Text and then do let's do copy the code. If their code even works, because they changed the APIs. Do you like how he's just like unwrapping it like that? It's beautiful. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Nice try, buddy. Still cannot figure out why the hell it's not reading the file in. Scanner class, it was so easy in Java. It was so easy. Local JSON files, add to project. Where did they put it? They put it in a data folder. And so they want to preserve it. They have the whole data folder. Right click, add files. No. What the hell? Recursion. Oh, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? I somehow deleted the what? What? I don't. Okay. This has been a failure. Just a little bit. The data is gone. Let's just... I don't even know where to put this anymore. That's targets, copy items if needed. We'll put the data JSON in here. Add that text code. I'm doing this wrong. I'm surprised if this will even run. For resource data, it's right there. Maybe it wants to be in the path. Or nil, rather. I should know better. For resource with extension. Let's try that. Oh my god, could not read file path. Okay, the issue is the way bundle is working. Maybe Swifty JSON is interfering with it. Let's just comment out all that stuff. And just see if we can get that to work. Yeah, no, it's not. I tried that. Oh no, I didn't try that exactly. For resource, nil. Did they rename the... There we go. So resource data JSON, nil, subdirectory. Will just be root. No. Let's try reading the CSV file. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll give us a thing. No? No. That'll print nil because the actual object is nil, but yeah, it was worth a shot. Why can't I read the data? Let's try reading in like main.swift. It's just not, it's just not reading. It can't, it doesn't want to get it. Maybe it's like a Mac specific thing. Oh, goodness. Gotta find a path to a file in your bundle. That's the one I tried. Choosing it's just safer to go with the URL. That's what I'm doing. Data, JSON, nil. This is available from iOS. Can you not do that in... No, it's there. It works. It's NS object, bundle, URL. It's in there in my build phase. Copy files. Let's try putting it in here. We could try products directory. Nil. Resources. Data, JSON. Let's try that. No. Getting the main bundle, getting bundle path. It's bundled by path. That's not what we want. Getting bundles in directories. Well, we have our main bundle. We don't need to worry about. Oh, perfect. There is no app bundle for a command line tool. I wish they said that earlier. That's why none of this is working, because you don't get a bundle. If you do bundle dot main dot this returns, it's always going to return. Like if I just try to print this, let me just like comment out all that other code. This should print nil. No, there is a bundle. I'm just done. I'm just so done right now. No, there is a bundle. It says it's loading one. Look, there it is. It's in user, library, developer, Xcode, derived data, flash, build, projects, debug. So why can't I do this? Why? Do you like how there's a Java resources file? Isn't that great? Anyway. I was right. I was using file manager before. Can't you just do that? Can't you just do current directory path, and then you could just that's a string post data JSON, and then you can just, that's optional if I remember correctly. No, it's not optional. Wow. And then I'll just uncomment all this. Watch that just work. Oh, because I renamed it just path. Cannot convert by string to URL. Oh, it's not optional. Nice. Could not read file path. Could not read file path. Let's print out the current directory path, because I don't think it's doing what I want it to do. Debug. Okay. Build products. I think we want to be, if you look in our build folder, which we can't access. So using file manager and Xcode proj. Oh great, of course there's a project that makes it way easier. Ray Wonderlich, save me. It doesn't really work. Why is current directory path not giving me a also I don't have that method anymore. Oh, because they want a URL, right? So let path URL equal URL path, and then we could do path URL dot d. Oh, I didn't like that. Arguably it was to match any other. Oh, right, because they want a. We could do path URL dot deleting as path component. So we want to go back from debug to products. And then we want to print path URL absolute string. See if that works. Developer tools, derive data, build products. Now we can append appending path component data.json. Data.json. That doesn't exist. Let's try deleting another one. That doesn't exist. Let's try deleting another one. Because I don't know if it's copying it to the build folder. Yeah, it's not. It's just not showing up. We can go to this folder. Library, application support, or library developer, Xcode, code derive data, flush. It ends in. Oh, because I deleted the. Which flush? We have multiple flushes. It's the one that ends in P. Cool. So if we look in our build folder, products, debug, it's not copied our JSON data file into there. Why not? We want this to be in our products directory. It's not copy only when installing. Oh my god, that's why. We want no subpath. We just want to throw it in there. No, why is it not? Okay, it's there. Data.json. Build products debug. Data.json. So we don't need to delete that path component. Now this should just work. Oh my god, could not read path. It's right there. It's right there. It's reading it. Products debug data.json. And then I try to get the. Oh wait, we have the. Oh. I was reading the wrong variable. And what's the file in that area? Yeah, so what happened was when you by default for some reason, it wasn't copying, it was copying data.json into like some weird subpath. And I don't know why. And now copy's in there, but now for some reason I'm getting the beautiful error, lazy symbol binding failed. Cannot resolve symbol Swifty JSON mess in Xcode derived data because dependent dilib3 cannot be loaded. You are linking against a shared library, which is not available in the library path when you're executing it. If you installed it in the frameworks, the original build, you should be okay. It's probably because I did this. That would be why, and now we get our image not found. Let's get rid of Cocoa Pods. Cool. No. Let's try pod install again. Let's reopen Bex code. And you know, Zubair, I've come a long way. I think you're right. But I want to use JSON. Let's see if I could figure out how to use it. I can't. JSON. Using JSON custom types, I don't care. JSON decoder. Right, so let's do it. Wow, their page is like barely responsive. That's actually kind of funny. Cool. 50 hour. Hey, it's only 2 hours. It's only 1 hour and 17 minutes later. And to be fair, a lot of that was trying to fix this path component. At least give me that. I wasn't debugging Swifty JSON for most of that time. This is going to be so boring to watch in the... If anyone watches the VOD, it's going to be like, oh, I'll skip 10 minutes. Maybe he fixed it. Oh, I'll skip 10 minutes. Maybe I'll skip... Okay, how to use JSON decoder? We need a struct to represent our data. Let's do that. Struct RSO. Codable. So how does our JSON data look? We want, let's use Vim. Vim. Cool, so we have like, yikes. Cool, so we have index, int, name, which is a string. We have our ID, which is a string. We have a more info URL, which we don't really need, but I'm just gonna throw it in here anyway. Just a string, a strong, as some say. We have description, which is a string. We have emails, which is an array of string. See, it says emails, but it's singular. It's just a string. And then we have category. We also have to update that. We don't need logo, but I'll put it in anyway. And then we have FB, which is a string. Cool. So now what do we do? Decoder. So this will be grabbing JSON data. Let decoder equal JSON decoder. Let product. Let RSOs equal try decoder dot decode. Oh, I see. That doesn't work. From what? Yeah, how do we get, oh, we have to instantiate, say the JSON is data. Sorry, my brightness is getting blinded. Data, and then what was the method name? Contents of path URL. True, true. I did it again. True dat. Try. Oh, yikes. Must be unwrapped. Force unwrap. Force unwrap. Force unwrap. Oh, I forgot to get rid of let's open this again. Cool. Yikes. Okay, I think it worked. What is RSOs now? Oh, we want to do it for multiple ones. Right. So we want to decode all of them. It's an array of RSO. So we want that. And so now this should be an array of RSOs objects. Array of RSO objects. Cannot invoke decode with an argument list of type from data. I think we had this problem before, Zubair. I don't remember how we fixed it. Didn't we write an extension to the array thing, or did we just do something like that? Yep, that's what we did, probably. Dot first dot. Let's print out first dot name. We will do optional chaining, please. We will do optional chaining. Nil! Just what I wanted. That also probably clipped the audio. I do apologize. Okay, why isn't this working? For current RSO and RSOs, print current RSO dot name. It's gonna print a million nils. See, this is nil. RSO couldn't parse RSOs. We'll just return, and then this will name to all RSO. It's weird because it's an acronym, and we can't really do that. Oh my god. Let. Please and thank you. Couldn't parse RSOs. Woo. Okay, it's not probably how we did it, unless the JSON data wasn't reading properly. Dot. But I just start printing the description of the data. I get how many bytes it is. It's a lot of bytes. Doesn't really help me though, because our JSON decoding method is not working. We want to Google JSON decode array. There's a way to do it. So, yikes, they make it complicated. Secure all members is optional whose keys can be missing. I think we're talking about a different issue. Beyond the basics, when I haven't even read the basics. Oh, basics, here we go. No, it's fine. I'll find it. I want to figure it out myself, so bear. I can do it. As you can see by me spending 50 minutes trying to get a file loaded, I am very capable. Oh! Was that it? No. No, we did it right. That's right. That's all right. But it's still not working from JSON data. Yeah, no, I got it. So why isn't it working? It's nil, but it's not telling me why. Debug. So, JSON data is full of stuff, I think, allegedly. It doesn't actually tell me any of it. I'm getting like the backing objects, but that doesn't help me. So I assume we have the JSON data. Oh my god, Adobe Flash Player. Do not exist. Guts. Interesting. So we're not in the right place. It just fails immediately. This is why I don't debug. I am actually pretty against debugging in general. So we're decoding it just like this. And the type you specified, decode from a JSON objet. And I did write those correctly, right? An index, we have the name. Maybe they want it to be, this one has to be the same? No, it doesn't have to be the same. They just have to match the type, right? Let's see if that's the issue. Name, text, ID, more info, description, emails, category, logo, FB. Maybe that was it. Let's see if that works. There's no member name, text. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just misunderstanding. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Well, we got it to work. I also just realized that we could have done this all in the JavaScript parsing locally. We didn't have to do any of this. You know, I think we all learned something today. We learned that, what is it, red herrings do exist, and that at the very least, you learned something. I learned that Xcode is very frustrating to work with when you're working with local files, and that Swift is not happy with JSON. Okay. Let us breathe for a moment. Okay. I think we're ready to continue. Okay, so okay, what am I doing? I want to rename these properties. Swift rename JSON properties. How to rename JSON key. Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong screen. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's with the old JSON thing. They redid it. Swift for rename JSON properties. So these work. There's camel case, but snake case. Codable also supports rename property keys. All you need to do is adding a nested enumeration named coding keys that conforms to the coding key protocol. I can do that. I learned how to use local files, lol. Well, to you, good sir, I say, well done. Cool. So that's actually all I have to do. I can just do codable, decodable. Isn't it all codable because you're writing it in code? So let's, there we go. Okay, cool. So we just have to write, coding keys, string, strong coding key. Oh, not all of them are strings. Yikes. It's fine. That should work, right? String is just for like the name. So case. Cool. I should be able just to do that, right? Case, like for example, name. Oh, this is when you're writing it back out. So case name text. Okay, yeah. So we want this when we're writing it back out just to be name. I literally could have done this all manually. Why am I wasting all of my time doing this? I literally could have done all this in Sublime Text in 5 seconds. Watch, I will do it in 5 seconds. Not 5 seconds, but 30 seconds. I'll create a copy of it, or I'll do it in here. See, watch. All I have to do is select every instance of name text, change it to name, select every instance of ID, and just delete it. Delete more info. Change desk to description. Get rid of the logo, and get rid of the... Oh, yikes, I got messed up a little bit. Yeah, no, that's right. Get rid of that. Oh no, it's messed up. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Wait, let me do it again. Okay, round two. So select all instances of name text, delete that whole line, select all instances of ID, or in the quotes, delete those, select all instances of more info, delete those. Oh, I'm an idiot. Rename name to name, get rid of ID, get rid of more info, skip going by description because some descriptions are longer than others, get rid of all the logos, and we'll keep the Facebook. We'll rename FB to Facebook. Done. Done. That's literally what I was trying to do for the past like 2 hours. Okay. Also, all the indexes are wrong. They start at 1. See, now I'll need the code. I cannot fix that on my own. Look, there's only 7,000 lines. How many RSOs are there? 908? Or 923? Nope, 906. That's impressive. Yikes, I think I messed up some of the thing then. Okay, let's do this again. And get rid of ID, and get rid of more info. And then that to logo. And then there we go. Now it's done. Now it's good. We can now just import all of this into Firebase and get back on track. This is the reason why I need like other people, why I can't really code alone, because I get stuck in stuff like that. Like, where's Firebase? Where's Firebase? It's gone. Did I close it? No. Yes. Oh, because it's Safari. And I closed Nope, here it is. Watch, so now I can just... Oh, I need to add the image tag property. Index is now image tag. Okay. Import JSON. Let us browse to where the hell this is. Data to JSON. There it is. Upload, import. And we're done. Now, look, all of the data is in there. And if I go to our directory page in Firefox, as you can see, the images don't really work. Oh, that shouldn't be happening. That should not be happening. Wow! It's killing my computer. It's oh, that was not a smart thing to do. Oh, it only has 9 things. Why is it like, oh god, 906? No, it should be fine. What's not happy? Come on, tell me. Don't crash. Just tell me. Don't crash. I have to reload the page. Jesus Christ. Did it crash? No, it's there. Why is it trying to grab these? I didn't tell it to. I said don't grab it if it doesn't exist. Oh my god, it tried to do 600 million GET requests. That is absolute. It did 3,538 GET requests. Oh my god. That's hilarious. My poor CPU. Look at that. That big spike right there. Okay. Well, my algorithm doesn't work very well. Let's fix it. This is the problem line. So basically, if it's not there, when are strings true in JavaScript? Oh boy, it's JavaScript. Non-empty strings are truthy, but not necessarily equivalent to true. The if will execute if something is truthy. All the values are truthful except for the following. So if empty string is falsy, oh, I guess we should do the so empty string is falsy. So if it's an empty string, it will not go. However, this code just destroys my computer at the moment. Oh my god, it's struggling to even close the DevTools window. Ah! Let's reload the page. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is Firefox stops responding. Yikes. Okay. I'm just scared to visit the page now. Okay, now it just loads nothing. Oh no, it's loading. Oh no, it's doing it in. Oh no, stop, stop, stop. Okay. I should have tested this code before I flushed the entire database. How do we fix this? Glad you asked. we don't. So it will only add the image. Do I still have a node open? I don't think so. Oh, it's open here, that's why. Oh, that's an old one. No, should be fine. So it should work, right? So it goes through the loop. It calls getImage, passes in the current RSO, which is the first RSO object. It creates the storage reference. Oh, I do not want to be doing this every single time. I want to move this up to here. Cool. Current RSO image tag to string, logs the current image tag, and then if the image URL at the image tag, so if it tries to index something, like if it only has 2 image tags, if it only has, okay, so the array looks like this. The array looks like this. It has, you know, some string, some string, some string, some string, right? And this is 0, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. And this is image tag 0. Yikes, I have to space this out a little more. This is image tag 1, and then image tag 2, and then image tag 3, right? So it looks like that. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to say if this, so if it tries to grab something like image tag 4, that should just be empty string, or it should be nil. Null. So if it's null, I want to return. Let's try that. Didn't work. Or did it? Nope. Nope. Did I name image tag correctly when I was importing into the database? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 103. Okay. Maybe it's an issue with how I'm coding it with Vue. Because every single time it's going to be trying to grab it from the thing. I do not know. So otherwise, let's console.log image this.image URLs at current rso.image tag. Let's just log them. Let's not log that. Yeah, let's log that too. So let's see what happens. Hopefully I can open the freaking console before the whole app crashes and just burns my CPU. Come on, Firefox, you're supposed to be fast. You're supposed to be quick, you're supposed to be nimble, you're supposed to be speedy. But it's not working. It ain't working. Let's reload. Let's force reload. There's no force reload. There's not even a reload option in the thing. What? That's weird. It's trying to reload. Okay, console. Open console. Open console. Open console. Open the console. It's not doing it. It's not working. It's not responding. Maybe, just maybe, Safari will perform better in this case. Wouldn't you know it? It does. Oh my God. Stop script. Firefox, go home, you're drunk. Look, Safari's doing fine. Okay, Safari's not doing fine. Let's force quit Firefox. Yikes, I lost my YouTube preview window. Ruh-roh. Let's move that back. Uh-oh, it's going to try to open again. No, no, don't open it. Okay. And then we'll minimize that. And then I'm going to stop. I can't stop it. I just want to read the error messages. That's all I want to do. I just want to see where I went wrong. And I can't even do that because it's auto-scrolling to the bottom. Home, go home. I hate this. Okay. Clearly this code isn't working, and I don't know why. Let's try it like that. Nope, that's gonna work. Let's just try returning every single time. So no images are generated. Okay. What? No, I'm returning. I'm saying don't know. Is that not how return works in JavaScript? Do I really not? What? Methods. I think this is something I'm just not understanding with regards to view. If true, return hi. We've hit desperation. So it should not be generating any images. But lo and behold. Okay. Okay. There we go. So this is what I hate about Safari's debugger, and I think Firefox does it too. If you're logging the same type of data and it doesn't change, they just don't show it, and they don't give you an option to see it. I want to see all of it. Okay. I think we're gonna call it there for today because it has been a wild, wild ride. What did we get done today? Yikes, let me at fix me, please. What did we get done? We said we wanted to get images working. We sort of got them working. We flushed the real data into Firebase. We did get that working. And then we still have to scaffold the homepage and make filters, which we will absolutely do next time. Thank you for the 2 people who are watching, and for those of you who are probably watching or recording. I will probably edit out like the full hour and a half of me just trying to figure out how to use, figuring out how to use this when I could have just done it in frickin' Sublime Text in like a minute. But you know, that happens. It's just like that sometimes. I don't know when the next one will be, the next stream. Hopefully sometime soon. And yeah. Just stay followed on the Dubs Tech page. Like, comment, subscribe, as they say. And see you all next time.